what's up, hoes? I'm gonna post the link a little bit later, but just decided I would rush up. I just logged in actually. I've been doing a bunch of stuff since like 6 a.m., but I don't know, man. I just wasn't feeling logging in until now. So I'm not gonna. I want to focus on damage, obviously, but I kind of want to get this guy to 73, 74, like 80 star, you know. So I'm probably just gonna use up these, and then I'm gonna use the. Actually, let's use the 8-star Universal O, just because it's there, and I want to use the special crystal I made while trying to do achievement farming. So I don't know if we have. Oh yeah, we have one clover. Okay, so let's use the clover. Come on. Alright, so main topic of the video is obviously, if you guys don't live under a rock, you know that yesterday they finally announced what the new pet is, and it's the fucking Saint Lulu and Dodo, and Dodo and Doodoo and Lulu. And I'm gonna be honest, dude, I'm really pissed about it because on the Chinese servers, the order was a lot different. Basically, because of all the new releases of all the new special pets, Chinese server was like, you know what, let's release a normal one because that's just gonna make everyone's life easier, okay? And so for the life of me, I can't get why the American server is just like, no, fuck everybody, we're posting more limiteds. You can't summon 3 limiteds at once. And so like, I don't really know if I'm gonna be farming for a fucking Lulu when I've already got 2 of the limited pets, and I don't plan on getting more. Now, I know that one of the Lulus is actually quite good at her skill. I do see her being used in some Chinese stuff, but honestly, the most commonly used pet I see being used is the Finn. So that's the one I'm gonna probably stick to. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just start doing the rest of this composing, but I want to check my reds and see if yeah, I don't know, shit, I don't see nothing. I was gonna try to see if I could do some more super composing. I don't really plan on I don't have enough reds to put another socket on this, so we're not going to. All right, let's see here. Let's go to remote booth and let's go check how many like 6 stars I got, if any. You know, I've tried telling Reaper this, but he is not going to sell those BP gems for 300. Like, usually people booth them for 150, and then he said, well, he bought some for like 300 or 600 EP each, and I was like, well, yeah, because you didn't know the price and you got ripped off, you know. On this server, they were only going for 150 BP before, so, you know, maybe that is going to change a little bit because of the server change, but I'm just saying, like, generally speaking, you're not going to be getting as much as you think for those. But, I mean, you're welcome to try, obviously. I mean, who am I to take away someone's effort in the first place? But I don't know if he's going to be able to sell them for 300 EP each. I mean, I would love it. If he sells it, fuck, tell me. I'm gonna try to sell some of my my next super citrine for 1,000 EP. You know what I mean? I had that thing, the last super citrine you guys saw me win. I had that thing sitting in booth for 2 weeks at 650 EP, and I had to lower it all the way to 550 until somebody would finally buy it. And I think even then the person was trying to get me down to 400, and I was like, no, dude, 500, like, fuck, you know? Yeah, it's really hard to sell gems here on the server. Everybody, and then now especially, everybody gets a free super citrine now, so that market's gonna go even lower. I mean, to get the super citrine is actually pretty easy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, dude, I could probably farm these, like, get the bound versions at least, like, 2 or 3 of them. Nah, 3 or 4 a week, probably, if I was willing to actually achievement farm on mannequins, which I'm not. So, you know, that's not gonna be happening. But, you know, I think I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna claim this, because I want the level up, you know, and of course, It's back to just universal exos again. They have some of the most inconsistent fucking rewards for this Eudemons Academy. I tell you what, man. I don't know what they're thinking half the time. They're just like, oh, here, you know what? This seems valuable. But, what are we going to put for our next level up? 3 Saint Exos. It's just like they're just shouting random shit. And it's not supposed to be coherent at all. Okay, so I've changed my mind. We're going to do main composing because I do want I want his attack up. So, and it's still not like super hard to get his attack higher right now. So I may as well take advantage of that. So I got to do Ancient Fire Tomb and I got to do Legion dailies today. But alright, how much time do I got until that sign-in bonus? 5 hours? Okay, I'll be able to do it before the server maintenance, but like barely. Oh, damn it, that sucks. Okay, so trying to see here. Do I want to spend my money and just get super Eudemon crystals? Or do I want to try to see if I can get that holder one more time? Let's try one more time to get the holder for the achievement points. Yes. Nope, it won't let me buy it. Motherfucker. Alright, well, might as well just buy something else then. I want to get him to level 140, so we're going to be using up whatever we can, obviously. Okay, so, honestly, I don't want to go under 100 mil. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put this 100 mil back, and then we're going to take deposit. And I guess we'll just take 10 mil out. I mean, I know I could have just done 90 mil, but, it's better if I do it step by step like this. Now, I already got plenty of Eudemon crystals, but I'm not sure if I want to use the normal ones or not, so we're just going to feel it. Feel it out. Alright, what do you have? I got gold, bitch. Give me your shit. Alright, so we're going to do like 11, I guess. So I am going to do Karia on stream because we need to do 3 more runs to get 80, and obviously I want to do another 10 composes because I think she needs to do like probably 13 or 14 more, but she's pretty close. I can probably, if I do the 3 now, I can do like another 3 or 4 tonight, and I'll have her 180 star. I don't feel like buying the shards because, like I said, I'm saving them up for Warlord and seeing how much I gotta spend if they do still somehow have Mashira. I mean, they didn't announce it, but they do a lot of shit like that in this game. You guys know, like they won't bother fucking announcing a new pet, and then boom, magically they got some new high shit in, and it's like, fuck you, man. Like, you guys should have told us. So I don't know. I don't really want to waste just in case that they release her soon without telling anybody. TQ, they do shit like that. So okay, so yeah, just keep this on basic normal composes. I don't give a fuck, Alright, so okay, so we got 36%. That's a pretty good amount. It's like 3% per crystal, I think. So if I use 10 of these crystals, I could get 30% of his level today. That's nice. Not gonna lie. Let's log into some alts that already have some large amounts of paladin points because I don't want to be doing this too long and then waste my time. Alright, I know I got more subscribers, so I got more natural concurrent views, but I'm just gonna go ahead and we're still gonna repost this link a couple places. Alright. And by the way, I finally learned how to navigate this crap. Okay, so I gotta turn off my damn my ugh, here we go. Oh man, my stomach. I think I'm gonna go on a little potty break again. I want to seek happiness. What is this person talking about? Okay, so I don't know who you are, John Stewart. Alright, let's go to both Eudemon groups. And then we're gonna go on our little potty break. I keep doing these fucking potty breaks. Like, I know as weird as that sounds, but I keep doing these damn fucking potty breaks like every time I'm doing a stream right now. But man, I've been eating like crazy, and luckily it's going through me and not into my stomach too much. I mean, obviously I'm gaining weight from eating as much as I am, but it's really not that much. I'm surprised. All right, live now. Okay, post. And then we're gonna do the other one, the other group. And then we're gonna go to the bathroom. Oof. All right, I'll be right back. I'm not gonna stop it because this only takes like 2 seconds. Bathroom's right here. Let me turn on the light. Here. See? That was fast. Alright, damn. I got that out of the way. Damn it. Okay, here we go. Alright. Now, let's go check some of my mannequins. I think I got quite a bit on quite a few of them because I've been I haven't really been spending it the past like week and a half, but yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, I can get a special XP potion on basically everybody. From everybody, I mean. Yeah, we're just gonna keep going until we run out of chances to use the XP, the Eudemon crystals, and then immediately after that, we're just gonna use the Eudemon XP potion from treasure hunting, and then use that to. Oh god damn it! Ugh. Dude, how does this guy get so many spirit agates? I do fucking treasure hunter every day. And this guy literally has got like 3 spirit agates in this duration of time. I don't understand how the fuck he gets so many. I'm not even joking, dude. He's gotten 3. And I haven't gotten 1. I haven't gotten 1 since he's joined the Legion. And it's like only been like a week and maybe 8 or 9 days maybe. It's like he's basically getting 1 like every 3 fucking days. It just boggles my fucking mind because I would like to get that many, but I'm not. All right, so we got enough on her. Okay. Actually, do we have any to claim that I missed? I always check. I know that there usually isn't, but yeah, you never know. Okay. So we got 2 more special XPs. Super XP, I should say. Hopefully 3 and then 4 and 5. Hopefully we'll be able to use like 6 today. I mean, I could use more on my main, but I'm still waiting for this stupid the bound halters to be able to be purchasable again. Because they should be, but they just aren't. I just don't know what's going on. So. Damn. What he buying? He buying everything, bro. Alright. Let's log into the other one and then do it in this order though. Let's move him over. I'm pretty sure this guy has enough. And he doesn't. Shit. Damn it! Seriously, that broke? Fuck. Alright, well. Damn it, he doesn't got a fucking... Oh, it's so sad. God damn it. Okay. You're gonna log him out. Then we reach a lot of log in losers. Alright, let's check this guy. What? He doesn't even, he has enough, but he doesn't have as much as I thought he did. Oh, you know what? Look, we only gotta do one. No, two. We still gotta do 2 more cards, okay. Just 2 more. Because I forgot I already have that stack in there. That I didn't get to finish. Okay, so. Not stack, but one, you know, one Saint Exo on this guy. I'm gonna use up all these gifts, but I'm just trying to, you know, see which ones are more viable. Alright, let's log in Retribution. I don't even use that guy. I don't know if he's got more or less because of it, you know? It's gonna be a little bit of a gamble. Alright, come on. Oh, man. Oh, there we go. Oh, I stressed so hard it kind of like, oh, that hurt actually. Oh my god, dude. Alright. I'm gonna trade back those shards. Oh man, my fucking, they kind of hurt. Have you ever like accidentally hurt yourself while trying to crack your back? God damn. Ugh. Makes me feel short of breath and like, I like knocked the air out of myself. I don't know how else to describe it. Ow. Fuck you too, back. Jesus, dude. Causing nerve damage. Jesus Christ. Alright, he's got enough. Okay, good. So we got enough for like basically what, like 4 more. Better than nothing. Because we're gonna be using up we're gonna be trying to use up level 5 sacred crystals, you know, eventually. So getting a special XP bonus is gonna be useful too. I mean, I might try to bring the Finn up to level 160, 150, but I'm not really sure, because like I said, I like to be able to make it to where they're easy to compose on mannequins, and, you know, they have to be level 140 in order to compose a level 150, and that's kind of annoying. You gotta add all those levels to a fucking mannequin just so you can compose somebody. I don't know. Alright, so Zully's got enough, so let's just directly trade my main. I know it's easier to do it from the main interface, but eh. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and trade these. Alright, so going to mall. Item. Yes, yes. 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 Okay. Oh, you know, I didn't need to do that. I could have just bought one from the Eternal Crystal. So, whatever. Like I said, I like wasting EP, obviously. Fuck me. Alright, and then I bought the wrong thing. Jesus Christ. I like wasting I like to waste Eternal Crystals and EP, obviously. God damn it. That dumbass. Alright. Okay, sign in. How far away am I from getting a super case? So I'm like, no, I'm still pretty far. Whatever, bitch. Alright, Alright, so he's at 36% of the level. I just want to track how much he gains when he uses this crystal. This is 3,500 points, right? And if I make 2 sockets on a weapon for achievement farming and then turn it into a super through achievement farming, I get like 4,100, right? And then if I add like a +3 to it, it's like almost 5,000, you know, points. So I'm actually highly considering just making my own because they actually look like they're a little stronger than this, but obviously this is faster, so we're just gonna do that later or something. So whatever. All right. So no, he's only gaining 1.5%. I was wrong. He's not gaining that much. And he's still 15% of a level, you know, plus the level 5 sacred crystals. You know, that's 4 days to get a level up. That's not so bad, especially when you're dealing with level 135 to 140. You know, without using the seals, which are so rare. Well, I mean, I have enough accounts now, so it would actually be plausible for me to just level him up on a bunch of people, and then I could get him to 145 through the use of multi-accounting, but I'm going to try to do this the legit way, I guess. Alright, so we're going to trade him back. Or, you know, we could trade him to Honeybee. Man. How am I tired right now? I just woke up. Well, I mean, I didn't get a lot of sleep. I went to bed at like fucking 1 a.m. because of my wife. Maki. So annoying. Alright, so, put her. You know, we're just gonna buy one from the shop. I don't have any shards, so it'll be easier. And we're also gonna use the Reborn Crystal. I know that's such a bad thing to do, but I don't care. Like I said, this guy is also eventually gonna be a BP replacement pet, so of course I care about the stats and all, but I also care about getting his marks up as fast as possible. And obviously, 23 marks a day is faster than anything else. So, all right, so there we go, and he went up. Oh no, he didn't. That was another guy that just so happened to go up the exact same time that I did that. That's funny. Alright, fuck you. Alright, so. Okay, so we gotta do like 5 more composes. Alright. Now we gotta buy the special XP. Buy it. Yeah, we did the buy. We did the buy. I think that's kind of fun. Personally, I think that's fun. Alright, so this shit is slow as fuck. It's actually faster to do these at this point for markups, and I don't know how many more crystals he can take before he caps out. So I'm going to do a really douchey thing, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to boost them up with these two, because I was just, you know, they're there, might as well use them. Okay, so, and we don't got to use Eudemon clovers for that kind of thing. Alright, so 2 and 2, because we're also going to use these. Where are they? God, I'm doing such bad habit stuff. But like I said, I want to get him to I want to get him to 90 star because that'll mark up with the attack gift. So, I mean, I'm being a little bit like I said, some bad habits, but I don't really give a fuck because, like I said, in the end of the day, I do want his marks up. So, I don't see anything wrong with that. Compose. And of course, he ran out of the ability to use normal. Oh, come on! Damn it! Right when he runs out of the ability to eat crystals. Fuck! Of course. Of course, you fucking bastards. Alright, we don't have the reborn sphere on her. Doesn't look like. I really wish you could get special XP balls from the achievement stuff. That would be very, very, nice. Okay, Oop, fuck. Okay, let's think here. What can I do? I just gotta transfer him back over to my main, or, okay, which account has the reborn sphere? I think it's Retribution. I'm sure. Yes, it is. Okay, so let's trade the honeybee. Trade. Okay, and then we're gonna trade back to the honeybee. Trade. Okay, and then we're gonna go to the honeybee. And we're gonna divine compose. And then we're gonna get this guy one more markup. Eh? Oh. Dude, bro, I have. Oh, I don't. What? Alright, here we go. He's such panic. Alright. And we did it. Alright, so let's see if we can get another one to queue up for tomorrow. Online reward. And we do, yes. I'm okay with not being able to use the star points. Just want to be able to get more Eudemons ready for tomorrow. Because basically, like I said, it's gonna be like 10 marks free for getting him up to P5, and then I got the P6 bound because of the achievement thing. So that's gonna be like 12 free marks, and then P7, P8, P9. That's that's not too hard to get. So I'll probably farm up for those at one point. But as you guys can see, okay, when I put him back on my main, all right, trade. Ooh, I gotta shit. 1 second. Can't believe that didn't work. What the hell? Why didn't that go in? Oh, it did. Okay, I'm confused now. Okay, why did it show something? Okay, what the fuck? All right, whatever. Dude, trade, you stupid bitch. All right. Trade. Okay, so, whoa, okay, come on. Alright, so if you look, wait, let me summon them first. Okay, so, my BP, what? Oh, I forgot to put my knight back on. Oops. Alright, so if you look, my BP is 106 lower than what it is with the rabbit, okay? Now, this guy is rank, let's check here, list, check the rank, check 11, he's 11, okay? When he is top 10, he will be gaining 2 more BP, and when he gets to top 3, he'll get another 5 BP, what he has right now. So basically, I gotta add 101 star to him. Actually, he'd be rank 1 if I did that. But if I added 101 stars, I'm basically guaranteed to get my BP back to what it is. So I got him at 174 star to make up for the difference on the Thunder Rabbit, which is, 162 star. And then after that, I'm gaining BP again. So like I said, she's about to be 180 star today, hopefully, and then probably like I said, I'm getting paid like 34,000 EP. So we're gonna spend 20,000 of that, and we are gonna bring her to 200 star, and then this week's money, or no, this in the last week's money, we're gonna be using on the Finn. So hopefully we're gonna get them both to like 200 star by the end of like mid-November, later November, and then when both of these guys are 200 star, that's when we gotta start building up the Mashira to be 200 star. And then I'll be 2K, obviously, at that point, 2,000 BP. And then we'll probably just bring all of them up through shards at that point, and we'll just try to get everybody up to like 250. And then if I'm really digging the Finn, then I'll bring the Finn up to 500 star. And then that's when I'll be like rank 1 on some server somewhere. But even if I was I had rank 1 BP on a couple servers, I still think I'm still gonna stay here, unless of course like Mad City is like always taken over by Lasha, and then yeah, maybe I'll move somewhere. I got a couple ideas, obviously, but you know, they got a couple mergers and they got a couple new servers opening. And so I guess what I gotta do right now is I just gotta like wait for those, and then I gotta make my selection based off of like how much competition there is on it and like how toxic or good the overall server is. Alright, so let's use this special XP ball on him, and then let's do some Karya. Like I said, I do still plan on doing XP potions and boosting him up higher than this, but I do definitely need to get this stack finished to 80, so, and I can do that now. So, because I just want to see how many more I need after this 80 stack in order to get her to 180, and then if I absolutely need to, I might just buy another stack from the store and just make it faster. Actually, if they have a cheap enough one, I'll probably just do it now. I don't even plan on fucking around with this, but I don't see anything. Nope. Nothing. Of course, nothing. They never have anything in these damn stores. But yeah, I don't see shit. Okay, whatever. But what I'm happy about right now is this guy is strong enough to where basically in like 30 levels, 40 levels, he'll be strong enough to where I can almost use him almost all the time. The only time I'm gonna have to like really BP boost him up is like obviously Red Abyss and maybe sometimes in Mad City if I have somebody that's like around my BP level, and then I'll have to switch out to the other one. But the fact is he already does more damage than the other pet did, so I think it's safe to keep him as the more primary pet, obviously. Alright, so we're gonna do these, and then we're gonna do all of these today. So I'm gonna be running Icy Maze for probably like 2 hours. Alright, let's get all these guys in a team. So we're gonna move them out of the market one at a time. That's probably the best thing. Alright, one out of the market. 2 out of the market. It's like counting the little piggies. And 3 out of the market. And this one went wee all the way to Karya. I know, I'm so stupid. Alright, so team create search. God, can I do it? No, Reaper's got off his fucking ult out again. Dude, Reaper, I know you watch my stream. Stop doing that, damn it. I can't search for my own damn ults because of you. Like, literally, it's completely filled with that because they're high level. Oh my god. Annoying! God damn it. I gotta do this shit the fucking long way again. Oh my god. Okay, so, team, search. Join. Oh my god, so I gotta do this so fucking long now. I'm actually thinking about not using the Emerald Fin anymore for Karia. Not yet. Not until he's stronger than the Lilla by minimum and max attack. So basically, I think that the passive Fin heal is just more convenient. So I think I might switch back to the Fin. Yeah, let's do that. Let's switch back to the Panda. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to Panda. Where is the Oninote? Here we go. Oh yeah, I gotta do this different because of the defense. Okay, manual. I really gotta clear out my fucking inventory at my warehouse. Oh yeah, here I can. I can just put in the stamina bucket. It's better than nothing, you know. All right, let's count down. I think we're just gonna do one run, and then I'm probably gonna call it a day. My hands are dry as fuck. I know it's water and it's not gonna dry. It's gonna make my hands worse, but I'm trying to get my body to produce natural oils, so I'm trying to like hydrate it a little bit. Food. No, God damn it. Whatever. You know what? Quick intermission. Be right back. Give me 3 minutes. And I'm back. Yeah, sorry, I decided to make some curry ramen up there. Yum, yum, yum. Oh. Alright, yeah, I know that's kind of a douchey move to just leave in the middle of a... oh, someone's talking about me on stream. I don't know what the fuck they're saying, though. It's all, Spanish. Something about my pets. Something about weird shit. I don't know. Oh, this is right before I quit my, I went on my little break. That's where my stream's at right now. Alright, so I got a... What class is he? Oh yeah, it's a paladin. You know, I really think that this paladin is a fucking... is like a... Dude, I'm almost positive that this paladin is like sorry, I keep losing, is an alt to somebody. Is because the way that she builds this is just too... I don't know. No, it could be an alt, I'm not sure. We'll see. Alright. Damn it, hurry up. I'm gonna eat my curry, I'm starving. I'm starving! Ooh, yeah. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. And there we go. Okay. Now, we gotta put on a little bit of ceremonial mayo. Believe it or not, I'm not a huge mayo freak, but the reason I do this is because I try to save money, and so what I basically do is I just use like half of a pack of the curry stuff, and then I just like juke the flavor with some vinegar and mayo. I mean, it still tastes okay. It's just you know, it makes all the ingredients last a little longer. Me and my wife make pretty good money from the school, but you gotta remember we're splitting everything. We got maintenance costs, we got so much stuff, you know, we got insurance, business insurance, and yeah, a bunch of things that we have to pay for as a company, you know, once you're a business. And then you also gotta be splitting the money, and it's kind of hard being a bitch. So I like to do my best to just save up money as much as I can. I don't like to. I mean, I know my wife does too, but me and her have these problems where we eat too much like yummy food, and I probably would say that our food bill is close to $1,000 a month. I'm not even joking. And this is for like 2 people in their 20s. So yeah, it's a little bit pricey on that end. Alright, let's do this fucking curry, I guess. Alright. I only need to do 2, but I'm probably gonna end up doing 3. So we're gonna do this 1 curry run, so I don't make you guys feel so guilty about watching my fucking intermission stream for so long. And then we'll end it though. So we're gonna do 1. It's gonna be kind of quick, and then that'll be the end of the stream, I guess. But I don't know, man. I'm pretty disappointed that they're skipping the Mashira. I think it's a lot more useful right now to have another strong pet that has Tifa's attack and the panda's growth rating. I mean, I think that's a really good pet, honestly, to be unveiling. But you know, they'll do their shit, obviously. Okay, so we're just gonna try to power through this as fast as possible, obviously. And that's why I just switched out a little bit of DPS for auto heal, because the auto heal is just gonna add a lot more utility for powering through this just slightly faster, you know. And eventually, when I have my Finn a little bit higher, I will be switching out the panda altogether, and we're just gonna be running with that, because like I said, it's not too much hassle just to use an extra health potion. But it's not like the damage really matters. Everything is going to be instant kill in this place, regardless of which two of those pets I'm using. But auto heal on my paladin would be super useful because he's going to sit there AFK the entire time, and I need him to have max health when he's going through the traps, right? And I don't even have to worry about ever picking up health potions on him ever again. But I would still say that's not going to be until I get my Finn to 110 star, and then I'm probably gonna do that, because at 110 star, his heal is basically 70%. It gets, you know, like I said, every level, it's like basically adding 3%, 3%, 3%, and it's already like a 40% heal. So right now it's at like a 50, like 52%, and it'll be like basically 60% next time. So yeah, we'll be pretty fine at that point, and then we'll be switching over the panda permanently, I think, to the paladin. I mean, I still might need it for doing eternal, because if I can toggle on a panda while I'm soloing, I can completely solo it, you know? I can just heal 50% of my health with the Finn, and then later on I can heal, you know, 50% with the panda, and I can always be at 100% health and never have to worry about dying from a jail. But like I said, I already have mostly demon eyes. I think I have, what, like 6 demon eyes now that are like ready to be gained, if the ones that aren't already there. So I got 4 here, and then like another 2, the level 7, and like the 5 or 6, or maybe it's just the 7. Oh yeah, a 3, but it's the better one. Okay, so yeah, basically we got 5 out of 8 as 1 or 2 star demon eyes now. So we definitely have moved up, but it's gonna take a while to get enough points to grow everything, unless I spend a shitload of EP. Okay, so oh yeah, what the fuck am I doing? Oh, I just did that. I did that shit again, dude. I keep mentioning how like I keep doing it, and then I keep doing it again anyways. Like, when am I gonna learn? But the other real big reason that I'm looking forward to switching out the Maki for the Finn is simply to have another heal. Like, I don't know, I just like the idea that I could never be below basically 50% health if I wanted to. Because right now I could have like cast the heal and then span, and then I'd be at 100% HP, and then, you know, just go to the next area. I don't have to worry about waiting for the tick down timer. I mean, see, the panda timer is pretty fast, but if I can heal in between the panda heals, right, I don't force a like premature tick heal, because like, as you guys know, sometimes if you use pandas in Karya, when you get to the last statue, you have to wait like a minute because your panda's on cooldown because you mistimed something, and then it takes like extra time to get the health if you don't pick up the HP potions. I mean, I got 3 HP potions, so I'll be fine, but that does happen, you know, when you're trying to like just do it, just power through it normally, and I can avoid that altogether if I have a Finn. So there's some utility in having a Finn extra to just having the OP heal, because if you time it right, it can be very useful in running instances. You guys gotta trust me, I'll be back. I'm watching my stream right now. I'm back. New pet, same stats? Yeah, same. Just diff skills and diff night bonuses. I'm gonna look this up. I want to know what the fuck they said. Okay. Spanish to English. I don't know why I spell it Spanish. I know it's Spanish. Now, dos. Meltito. Teen. Pets. Meltito. Yeah. So I think they're trying to insult me by saying I have old pets. It's weird. Okay. I don't really care. Like I said, I'm an old player. 16 years. All right. Let's hurry up. No shit! Damn it! Just clicked the wrong button. I was like, why aren't I spinning? I think that background light's probably pretty annoying, but whatever. Oh yeah, I forgot, if I don't have the fin, I can't just move past this part either. And like I said, there's definitely some advantages to having the fin over the Lulu, you know? I think the point damage is actually a lot more useful than having the AoE, especially for like parts like this, you know? But whatever, it's really not the biggest deal. Alright, still gonna pick this up. Oh shit, we shouldn't though. Fuck, okay, 4. Carry. I'm not gonna lie, I fucking love curry. Oh, if anyone else is wondering why the mayo doesn't ruin the taste, because like I said, I'm not the biggest mayo fan. I put in extra spices upstairs, like more chili and more stuff, and so that the spicy flavor kind of like mellows out that really weird, sweet, eggy flavor of mayo. And so it just makes it to where all that ends up happening is the mayo kind of thickens it. And I actually kind of like thick curry, so whatever. I know it's weird. I shouldn't really be trying to like spend all this time in my head justifying why I put mayo in curry, but whatever. It's fattening, I know, and some other things are whatever annoying about it, but you know, I do me, I guess. Alright, so I think, you know, maybe I might even do 4 Karias today, just because I just want to make sure that this stupid Lilla gets to 200 star, but whatever. Oh, Antigo is antique, like old, yeah. I can't remember if it's spelled K, like K-E or K-A-Y. K. Oh, it's like this, right? K. K? No. Oh goddamn! My hand went down because of Dota, so I was like, I'm fucking hitting 3 and shit instead of F3. That's my problem. All right, so we're just gonna use that Lola skill because I fucked up with that. God damn it! She's about to be 180. Alright. I would admit, when she's at 200 star, I'm gonna start like posting her a lot as like a brag thing, because a lot of people are like, oh look, I got 200 star. Oh yeah. Sate, sate, sate. I gotta go translate this. Datos. Alright, now we can finally do this fucking something. Now, see, this whole thing is now it's taking like 30 minutes because I spent half my time bitching in BC and eating curry and talking. God damn it. See, I like it when my you know, Caria runs only take 12 minutes, but I just spend too much. I spend too much of my time fucking responding to people. Yeah, I guess I'm one of those people, like, I spent so much time getting bullied as a child that every time I hear shit now, I have to respond to it. Like, I can't just be quiet. Because, like, you know, it's counterintuitive. A lot of people like to be rude, but I'd say, like, when you respond, it feeds into the whole, like, paradoxal, you know, fucking, like, they're just gonna harass you more because they're getting reaction. But it's actually quite the opposite, man. I remember so many fucking times in school, dude, if I ignored the bullies and I didn't fight them, they just kept going because they were like, that's an open invitation that I'm not going to fight back. And, you know, granted, fucking, I hate the way the school system is because you'll get bullied for like 6 months, and then when you finally were to fight the person, they'll kick you out, they'll punish you. Dude, I got kicked out of like 3 fucking schools for fighting my bullies. I got kicked out of Sandia Park, Sandia High School. I got kicked out of Manzano High School, and I got kicked out of I can't remember I can't even remember the other one. I mean, I technically got kicked out of La Cueva, but luckily for me, I was doing night classes at another high school next to kind of where I lived. I used to have a friend drive me, and so I was able to actually graduate, not get GED, I was graduating at 16 because I knew I fucking hated school. I knew I was gonna get in fights and get myself kicked out of basically every school I went to because I was like really mean when I was a teenager because I just got sick and tired of people thinking they could talk smack. Like, I was literally one of those people that was like told I was gonna end up in prison because like people would start trying to like say, oh, what's up fucking Four Eyes, and the first thing I do is I punch him in the nose and break it. Like, not even like just love tab, full on break the person's nose. I was super fucking violent, and I mean, I'm better now, but I wouldn't say I'm not violent in real life at all. Like, I'm not, you know what I mean, but like towards objects at this point. But I'm just a yeller basically now. But when I was a teenager and you could get away with that shit without being threatened to serve 5 years, yeah, dude, if I had someone bullying me or talking a lot of shit, I'd straight up break their fucking nose, dude. I literally had this, the worst I ever beat up somebody, which is pretty fucked up because it was over a stupid girl, too. I was dating this guy, named Marina or something. She's Spanish. She used to say she was Japanese, like had Japanese in her, but no, she was just Hispanic. And she, you know, we were dating for like, I think we only dated for like 3 months, but what was really bothering me, she didn't really like kissing me. She didn't really like doing anything cordial or formal. And then I found out while we were dating, she actually fucked this guy named Quest during one of their extracurricular activities. So not only did she cheat, but she gave that dude the pussy when she wasn't even giving me the pussy. And I got really pissed about it. That on top of the fact she was already cheating on me, and then when I confronted her about cheating on me, instead of being sorry, she just broke up with me and said, well, I like you more. And I'm like, what? So then the next fucking day, I'm gonna go on up because I just want to. I want to just be like, yo, bro, like, don't, like, why the fuck would you fuck another dude's girl, right? And it's high school. People are like, oh, I play guitar and I'm so cool, right? But it's actually one of the reasons I'm kind of a jealous person, because like my second girlfriend ever cheated on me with a fucking nerdy guitar motherfucker. I mean, he was kind of a pretty boy, but like the guy wasn't tough. He wasn't anything. He was just a fucking bitch, and it really pissed me off that like me being martial arts and doing all this other stuff at the time, I was having some fucking prick ass pony boy stealing my fucking chick, and so I like see them at the actual staircase that goes up to the second floor thing, because I know the hangout spots, because I was kind of a cool kid at that point in La Cueva, because people knew my reputation from other schools, and so no one started fucking with me at that point by the time I was like 16. Like I finally had it where they're like, I didn't really have to worry about bullies, because people knew I was gonna like knock out a fucking tooth. I would break, I cracked a guy's collarbone and shit, like really aggressive shit. And so people kind of knew at that point, like, don't fuck with Kaola. Like, don't make fun of his name, don't make fun of his hair, don't make fun of his glasses, don't, just leave him the fuck alone, or he is gonna like hospitalize you. And like I said, I ended up in, I usually don't tell anybody this, but I did end up in juvie twice, okay? And, those are experiences that they were trying to scare me straight, but it just made me more aggressive, because I was like, oh, so this is how they treat it when the victim finally fucking retaliates. Because at that point that I was put in juvie, the first one, this was a fucking kid that had been bullying me for 6 months, and my mother would tell you at the time, and she did obviously to the fucking what is that called, the prosecutors that were trying to hand my juvenile case, that I guess she secretly recorded this, like she had an old fucking cassette recorder. But this guy Aaron, I'll use his first name, Aaron, he bullied me to the point that I was literally talking about killing myself. And she like overheard me talking to like one of my friends. I was like, dude, I really think I'm just gonna do it. Like, what is the most painless way? I can't stand this. Like, my life sucks. And I was already kind of taking martial arts, but I got in like one fight, because this is middle school, okay? And I got into like one fight, and I did kick the guy's ass, and his name was Aaron Logan. No, sorry, this was after. Okay, this was after actually. And my punishment was like huge. They fucking like suspended me for like a long time, and the kid that I was actually instigating the fight, because this wasn't like bullying. This kid actually started the fight with me, but I just finished it, and my punishment was like really big. I think it was like a credit loss, so I had to do makeup classes, and I was suspended and put in detention. Like they totally slammed the hammer on me for a fight, and I was like 11, okay? And then they put me in the BIP, the Behavioral Intervention Program, afterwards. And so I was like super fucking like just destroyed. That I just got to put up with these people saying these things to me. I can't talk shit back, or I'm just the loser. I can't do anything. And so I was just like in a really, really dark place. And then finally, I finally had enough, man. And I'm walking over there, and one of the things he's like, "Oh, you gonna put your hair in a bow and suck this dick, fucking faggot?" And I just looked at him, and I just, as hard as I could, right fucking here in the middle of the face, and I just didn't stop until the kid was literally in a ball crying on the bus seat. And you gotta remember, I'm 6'1". I mean, that's not very tall, but I've been this height since I was like 13. I shot the fuck up in puberty. Like, I've literally been basically the same height since like 6th grade, middle school, okay? I shot up and then I just stayed here. I mean, I probably gained like an inch, but I was a tall fucking kid because I just shot up. And, and this motherfucker's like 5'3". He's just a big mouth fucking Hispanic boy that, obviously he's just trying to get his aggression out on other people because of his older brother that was a dick. And so, he just thought he'd just go around literally trying to make it to like bully me to a point where I was like willing to fucking die. And when I finally snapped, dude, I snapped so bad. I knocked out this tooth. I knocked out his molar. I broke his nose. I cracked the bone here. I fucking what is that? There's like a vein, I guess, that goes into the eye, and I popped that in him. So he had this really, really dark red eye for like 2 weeks, and they kicked me out of school for that. And they put me in juvie for it, obviously. But then, obviously, when the prosecutor heard that he had been a bully and he wasn't this victim, because he was trying to claim, oh, I'm this victim, I didn't do anything. And luckily, my mom was pretty smart, and she had a recorder of him like saying like to the bullying me to the point where I basically wanted to kill myself. And I finally I got out of that, like actually serving like jail time for really fucking somebody up. But it was just because, like I said, he tormented me. This wasn't like occasional. It was every time for a 1 hour bus ride, because we lived in the fucking mountains, dude. We had to pick up all these other mountain kids and then go into the city to go to fucking school. And so it was just miserable. Like, I had to put up with almost an hour of constant bullying, asking me, why don't I kill myself? Why don't I fucking just sit, why don't I be a good faggot? Just because I had long fucking hair. I wanted to be rock. I thought it was cool. Like, I like rock music. Like, my mom used to talk about how all the cool guys in the 80s had long hair. And even though they didn't like it, I liked it. And I didn't want to sacrifice something that I enjoyed just because other people didn't like it. And so I really tried hard to stay. I eventually cut it. Now, it still has a tendency to get long, because honestly, I kind of like a little bit longer hair. It's just me. And so yeah, I really, really fucked him up. Like, I mean, but he's not the worst. Okay, so let me get back to Quest. And so by that point, my reputation from other schools had eventually circulated, because people end up in your middle school that were in your high school that were in your middle school, and they have friends and relatives that end up in schools that are the same as yours, even though you've been expelled from the last one or whatever. And so most people knew not to fuck with me, but this Quest dude, he just thought like, oh, I'm good looking, I can play the guitar, I can do whatever I want. And so it was like kind of almost like a movie scene. He saw me coming up, because I went to go talk to him, and he was with Marina or whatever the fuck her name was already, and he was like this, and then like started touching her, like kind of touching her pussy, and she was like, oh, I'm getting into it, and I just went, Quest, and he got up, and he just kind of ignored it, and he started walking away with her, and I just ran at him, and I said, I'm talking to you, motherfucker! And I just tackled him. Literally, like, full-on tackled him as soon as he turned around. And before he could even get his bearings, I grabbed him by his fucking hair, because he had kind of long hair, but it was curly, so he was cool to have. People are so fucking weird with their standards. Like, you can have long hair as long as it's blonde and curly, I guess. I don't fucking know. And, yeah, I just grabbed him. Fucking floor. I'm so surprised I didn't murder him. And I'm not saying that like in a proud way. It's just like I was that intake by fucking rage, because like my whole life had just been shit. Always being made fun of. Always people trying to instigate me, make fun of me. And then I had some guy fucking my girlfriend. That was like my second girlfriend ever. And yeah, I don't know, dude. I just got so fucking raged. And dude, I was told that I broke bones. I was told that he had vision, like possibly permanent vision loss from this. Supposedly he had seizures from it, and like his mom and dad were like on a long list of fucking lawsuits. And then I don't know what happened. It kind of just went away, interestingly enough. So I don't know if he kind of took responsibility and like admitted that he was literally fucking my girlfriend, and then I tried to talk to him and he just kind of tried to instigate me more. Now, like I said, that's probably one of the only fights I actually started too. I mean, I don't know, you could kind of count Aaron, but yeah, I mean, like I said, so I got lucky, I guess, in my youth, that I didn't end up doing anything that cost me a lot of time or a permanent record. I mean, I have an adult record. I'm not gonna get into that, but it's fighting stuff. Don't worry, but it's some pretty intense fighting stuff. I fucked some guy up, okay, and I'm still under as suspended sentence / probation on it, but you're allowed you can be out of the country while that happens. So, obviously, I think I got like 2 more years left, and then I'm fine. Like I said, man, I'm one of those people, like, I really don't like people that think they're fucking tough, that, like, they mouth off, they think they're fucking invincible behind their shitty pussy fucking words, and that they can just do whatever they want, say whatever they want, and think, well, I got big words, I'm a big muscle guy, I got a weapon, I'm whatever, you can't do shit. I love to see those people bleeding out of their fucking mouths and out of their fucking eyes while I beat the shit out of them to show them what, like, you're not fucking tough, you're a fucking flesh bag piece of shit human being that can easily be destroyed. Like, you're nothing, compared to a trained fighter. And I know it's bad thinking, okay? But this is what, it's kind of like the Joker thing. Like, this is what happened when you take someone who's a little bit socially down, right? Doesn't have a lot of friends, moves a lot, and you spend your entire life ridiculing them and bullying them and always trying to make them feel bad about themselves. They're gonna snap. They're gonna get what you fucking deserve. And now for the past like 4 years, I'm fine. I don't really have any big issues now. But I mean, I don't know, man. Like I said, if I ever saw that fucking faggot Egyptian that tries to constantly tell me he's gonna fuck my wife and rape her, if I saw him in real life, I'd probably hospitalize him, and I know I could because I've done it to literally dozens of people. Like I've never lost a fight. I've never lost a fair fight or unfair fight. I was jumped in fucking juvie, dude, by 3 dudes on the basketball court because we had to have physical inspections, like check our dicks and our assholes, make sure we're not smuggling anything. And there's this guy named Poncho, and these motherfuckers thought they were super tough. And when we were doing the basketball thing, what happened is we had like some cord things that we used to like lay out lines, and they tried to fucking tie it. They tried to get me so they could start punching on me. And luckily, I kind of knew that if you like step on it, you can put a lot of force down. So the person that was trying to taut it got thrown forward a little bit because I'm a little bit bigger than them. They're Hispanic. And then as soon as that went taut, I headbutted the guy, and I just kept headbutting him, the guy that was trying to attack me. Because, like, people don't really expect headbutts, so it's, like, really effective to win a fight using headbutts. You'd be surprised, man. Like, almost nobody expects it. Like, I actually have, like, a scar up here from the fight that happened 4 years ago. And, what happened is, the reason I got so much time for a fight is I ended up curb stomping the dude. Like, actually curb stomping him. And that's a big no-no when you're an adult. So, yeah, whatever. But, like I said, man, I don't like people can go, just don't fuck with me, man. I just don't like it. See, this dude, though, again, bully. And the whole reason I didn't get any actual time was because of the simple fact that this guy had been harassing me, again, for like 4 fucking months. I was literally trying to work, street work, I guess, and he took a fucking soda can and dumped it on my head. And then he used to say that he's going to report me for sexual harassment and stuff, and I wasn't doing anything. I literally had to have clients be like, no, like, I asked for this. It's not like escorting stuff. It's just like kind of like tour guide, I guess, like stuff. And they'd be like, I want you to pick me up when we take a picture. Like, they would ask for it, and he would try to take it out of context. And, like, I don't know why the fuck people want to fuck with me so much. I don't know what it is about me that makes people want to fuck with me, but people like to fuck with me. Like I said, maybe it's the reaction, but these are random people that don't know me, and they just start fucking with me before I even have a chance to give them a reaction. I don't even know them. They're strangers, right? And then it only, like I said, it only ever stops when I absolutely dog stomp the shit out of them. And the only reason that I can still travel is because there's a little bit of a technicality with something, so this doesn't actually show up on a passport. And so, not my American one. And we're good to go. But like I said, it's still a tarnish on my life, and it's something I don't have to share, so I usually won't. But yeah, I curb stomp the shit out of somebody in fucking Hollywood. I'll say it like that. And I'm kind of proud of it. I mean, not really, but like I said, I just know that even as an adult, I've had people this tall, I've had people this big, I've had people 20 years older than me, 10 years younger than me. Well, not 10 years, but like 5-6 years younger than me. Like basically just fresh 18, thinking they're athletic and tough. And they can beat me. But the thing is, I don't know if I would be good in a professional environment. I'm not saying like I would be like an MMA fighter master, but Street Fighter, oh yeah, I'm really good because I know that fighting is kind of like mental chess, and no matter how angry you are, you can channel it to do something a little unexpected, because almost everybody expects a punch to the face, right? But there's ways that you can do it. There's ways that you can fake it. There's ways that you can, I'm not going to give away any of my tricks, but if you are smart enough and you've had enough experience fighting in like actual traditional martial arts and street fights, you ain't losing shit, because you just know that like 90% of people are going to fall for one trick, and then if that they just so happen to be that part of that 10% that don't, that other 10% are going to fall for this. Now, they're not things you can really legally do in a fucking a cage fight. Like, dude, there are people who could probably instantly win basically every cage fight, right? The guy goes to punch him, or they go to like body lock them, and they just grab the fucking hand and they just twist the fucking wrist off and break their fucking hand, and then dislocate their shoulder all in like one fucking jab motion, right? Then the fight's over. But that's not sportsman fighting, right? So, I like I said, I don't really know if I would ever do good in actual fighting, but I'm not gonna lie, I've definitely thought about it. Dodo and they're gonna matter because there's gonna be like an HP boast thing, and I just realized that I've been sitting here talking for like how long about fighting, and I kind of totally lost the topic of my own conversation, but whatever. I know not too many people are gonna see this, only like 30 people, and maybe the ones that matter don't, but yeah. All I'm saying is that there's two fucking people in this game that I've met. Both of them, one doesn't really play on the server anymore. He came back to talk some shit on a mannequin, but the people that are talking about raping my wife and stuff, if I ever see them in real life, and I know what both of them look like, I know what they look like, I know what countries they live in. If I were to ever see them in real life, I would probably be spending a couple days or a couple weeks or maybe a couple months in jail, maybe a couple years, depending on how much they fought back. But because see, this is Cobra Kai. I'm watching Cobra Kai right now, so it's getting me back into my old fighting days. Damn it! But okay, so that whole Cobra Kai philosophy, you don't fight when it's over. You fight when like no mercy, like when it's done. You know, a really big indicator on that is you gotta you look at the person's face. Do they have a will or not? And some people, man, they don't lose their fucking will. Like that guy in Hollywood. That's why I literally, like I said, I ended up getting a really long ass fucking probation and suspended. I mean, the suspended sentence was pretty short, but I got a really long ass probation from it. And it's because, like I said, he wouldn't give up that will. This little cocky motherfucker thought he would talk all the shit and kick my ass. Like, one of the reasons, though, that I didn't get a felony charge, okay, so I'm going to get a little bit more into the technicality why this is not following my passport, is the little cocksucker was saying he was going to hospitalize me. He was saying he was going to break my fucking arm, and he'd knock out my teeth so I can't smile snarkily in pictures anymore, like and stuff, when he was seeing me tagged on Instagram. And so he, like, obviously he posted comments, and I screenshotted it because, like, I didn't really know if it was ever going to come to a fight, but I knew it would get, obviously this motherfucker was not going to be backing off because he just talked too much shit, and he always threatened violence, and he already got to the point where he poured the soda on my head. And then, he just wouldn't knock it off. And then, I told him the day that I ended up, really, really hurting him, that, I told him, if you cross this fucking line, I drew it like a airline, and I said, if you cross this line, I will fucking end you. And I didn't say kill you, I just said end you, right? Which, this is important because it had part of to do with his case. And, he took a swing, and I pulverized him, dude. I pulverized him. I literally beat him up into the point where all you saw was just red, basically. He was blood everywhere on him. He was almost fucking deformed. I didn't stop. It was probably a 9-minute beat down. But that's because every time I was ready to stop and walk away, he would start talking shit and screaming, help, help, and he was like trying to, like he automatically went to victim mode as soon as he started getting bad. And I told him to like shut the fuck up, but you know, like when you get that predator in you, I know it's dangerous. This is why people end up actually murdering people, but you get this predator like thing in you, like a lion, and like the more pathetic the other person becomes, the more you hate them, because you just realize that like, you know, they were the ones that tried to defy your territory, your mental boundaries, and your ego, or whatever it is, right? And so it adds a kind of like big level of hate. It really does. And he just wouldn't shut up. He wouldn't say, I'll fucking get you back, my friends, we'll fuck you up, man, we'll put you in a coma, I got a skateboard, and then he would do this when I'd have him in a headlock. He'd do this when he'd literally be getting fucking curb stomped, and then I knocked him out. He went out, and then I started to walk away, and I was gonna call an ambulance, and then he started coming to, and I heard running, and he had a skateboard in his hand, and so the first thing I did is I dodged low, and I did like an uppercut hit, because I'm left-handed, okay? So when someone's coming at me with their right hand, it's to my left side, so it's really easy for me to block 90% of people. And so he's coming at me, and he goes to do a big swing, and I go like palm up so it hits the safe, and I go uppercut, so I have like a line of direction, okay? And I hear a big crunch, and that's when one of his other teeth got knocked out. And he gets back on the thing, and he's like trying to get back up, and so I literally kick him in the chest. I'm kicking him, and then when he's on the ground, I'm stomping him. Someone recorded it actually, but I've not seen it online. I've looked for the video, like I really have, and I cannot find this video, man. There was like the vendor, the Hollywood vendor guy was recording it, and a tourist was recording it. This really fat Hispanic guy with his family was recording the fight, and I can't find it. And it was a pretty fair fight in the sense of like size. He was not much smaller than me. He was actually around the same size as me, I think. And I fucking I destroyed this guy. And I mean, it's kind of funny because even in jail and in the court, I was just smiling, dude. I was like, this piece of shit got what he deserved, in my opinion. And in a way, even the DA kind of agreed with me because, you know, they saw all the stuff he was threatening, and they said, well, it looks like you're the one that was hospitalized, kid. That's what one guy said in the court. And, you know, but they had to do something because there was medical injury. Like I said, he had to get dental work. He had to get a surgery, supposedly, probably minor. He had to get stitches and other stuff. And, you know, he had some respiratory issues for when I was stomping on his chest. I cracked a couple of the ribs. And supposedly there was a lung puncture, which I think is where the surgery came involved, and then a couple other things he had to get done, and that all costed a lot of money. Well, he tried to sue me for the fucking medical bill, obviously, and then he didn't get anything, and so the DA was basically, well, like, you know, technically we'll count this as self-defense, because you did say, like, don't fucking come over here, I'll end you, right? And he went ahead and threw a punch anyways, but it was excessive. So basically I got excessive force leading an extreme bodily injury, and they were able to wiggle down the excruciating factor to like misdemeanor, but it's a high level misdemeanor, so it's like 6 years, 6 years I think in probation, and then like was like a year or like 11 months suspended. And the reason they did that is because of the passport. Because what happens is after this during the probationary phase, my old passport that I got before this doesn't actually have this on the record. And by the time I need to get my next passport, the probationary phase will be over and I can get it expunged because it's the 5-year term period. So it won't ever show up on a record, on a passport record, unless I lose my passport somehow. So I'll be fine. And I've already tested it, I'm fine, but you know, it's just a small bit of like inconvenience for a couple of years, but I think I got 2 more years left on that, and then I just, like I said, it's only in America, you know, Mr. fucking Gazar motherfucker, he doesn't live in America, he lives in Egypt. I don't care if I get kicked out of Egypt. Jokey, he better watch his fucking mouth. You know, goddamn, dude. How did I get 2 likes for this? I've been talking about the worst shit ever, and I just noticed I got a subscriber like from this. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, like I said, I don't like. It's not healthy to talk like this. I've actually scared like potential girlfriends away from talking like this. But like I said, man, I got that part of that rage in me, and I want to actually like be able to express it in an outlet, maybe talking about it. And I don't know, man. It's hard because like I have the ability to basically, unless someone's got a gun, they're not beating me. I'm telling you, like I have taken out people way bigger and way more skilled, but because I know how to fight with tactic, I'm like an Achilles, man. I know I'm saying this egotistically, but I'm an Achilles. Like I know how to fucking like anybody. I will beat you with my mind, and then once you're crippled, I'll finish you off. Like I see so many fucking videos of these really muscular guys like beating up people who are like anti BLM and stuff. Or I mean, I don't really care about the movement either way. Like I'm not for or against it. I just leave me the fuck alone kind of deal, right? Live and let live. But you know, I see people that get so aggressive that like choke other people. You guys have seen the videos I'm talking about, and I just sit there going, man, this dumb motherfucker. You know, like he knows that if he chokes the wrong person, he's gonna have damage. He'll have permanent nerve damage to his fucking arm. You know, like. You know, people don't know this, but a really quick jab, like a punch to certain areas that are very sensitive, like the hands and wrists and elbows, it does a lot of damage. It does it shocks your nervous system. And then as soon as somebody that big loosens their grip because now they have nerve damage, because like the video I saw, he was like choking the motherfucker. He's like, "Oh, you fucking hurt me, go kill me, motherfucker. I'll kill you." And I'm going there like, dude, that's scary. If I was in that position, I'd be forced to fucking like not kill the guy, but I'd be forced to like permanently disfigure him. Because he was really muscular, and I was sitting there watching that video like, dude, this guy does not want to fuck with like somebody a little unhinged like I am, because I would go ape shit on this motherfucker for choking me. He would not be able to choke someone again after he's done with me. Like I wouldn't allow it, you know. And you know, because okay, some of this I actually learned from actual medical science, not just karate dojos and martial arts. But okay, you know how like if you're resting your hand on a table and after a couple hours you get the carpal tunnel syndromes? Well, right here there's a big cluster of nerves. It's kind of on this side of the arm. You have a lot of blood supply, you have very delicate bones in your wrist, and all of this is not muscle. This is connected by tendons, okay? And so most of the grip strength comes from the forearm. Well, right here is the gap. No matter how strong you are, right here is mostly exposed, okay? It's like an Achilles tendon for the arm. And so if you dig a knuckle in, you make a little claw-like motion and you dig in really hard and you punch, and you're anyone who's even got decent body strength, even if you're on the back, you will do enough damage to the nerve and cause enough inflammation to where someone can lose up to like 40% of their grip strength, okay? Now, if someone has a really strong grip, that's actually quite a bit, and if you keep jabbing it, eventually you're going to cause a sodium withdrawal deposit on the nerve, and they'll lose all the strength altogether for a few seconds. And then that's when you take your advantage, right? And you grab them by like, you know, full hand on finger, and you separate the dominant fingers. And that causes a breakage, but also a nerve and tendon damage right here. And they lose 85% of functionality in that hand afterwards. So then they can't choke you. They can't even make a fist. So you've destroyed the person's arm, their hand, their ability to be, what is that called? What is that? I can't think. The ability to be dexterous with the hand, I guess. I can't think of the word. But you know, articulate with the hand. And then, you know, as soon as that's done, you can really hard as you can. I'm talking like planting your feet on the ground if they already have you on the ground, or like taking the leg and pressing it against their stomach, and then with all your might from the wrist down as high as you can for leverage. So you try to create a leverage separation, and you yank on their shoulder. You will dislocate even a really strong person's shoulder. To put that in perspective, you know, when people do the rope thing, you know, there's people that can exert like 2,000 pounds of force for a split second. The shoulder, believe it or not, can only withstand about 700 to 800, and that's a strong person's like muscle fucking shoulder. That's why like they need those special straps when they're doing weights over like 1,000 pounds on their shoulders. And then even then, right, you have the special hooks to get stress off the shoulders. And then even then, they're using both shoulders. So both shoulders combined, they maybe have close to 2,000 pounds of like of ability before their shoulders would literally pop out from the stress. And so even then, right, they're at the max, and these are like professional bodybuilders. There's no way that with that leverage force, especially if you have your leg planted or you're using the ground in order to gain more leverage, if you're on the ground, that their shoulder is going to be able to withstand that. So now you've dislocated the guy's shoulder, and he's muscular. He's going to get fucking angry, and then all you got to do is just got to go for nerve points. You got to go for the points that are really sensitive on the human body, and it doesn't matter how big they are, it doesn't matter how strong or fast they think they are, they're going down. And the thing is if you're willing to fight like that, and you're willing to actually do that and not just talk about it, you will literally win every fight. And that's the thing, fighting is about winning, especially in like a street fight when you don't know if the guy's got a gun or a knife. You don't want to find out. You want to have them out of count, not willing to get back up right afterwards. And then that's it. That's the finish of the fight, right? So, I don't know, man. I know this is a really weird topic, but it just kind of got triggered for me for some reason, so I started talking a lot about it. But, because a lot of people don't believe you if you say you've won every fight you've ever been in. I think I've lost some sparring sessions, but that was actually to girls and people who were smaller than me when I was doing Kempo, and I felt kind of bad about beating them up, and then of course like they fucking hit me in the rib, and I'm like, oh, and then as soon as I do that, they would like go in a headlock, you know? But like, you know, that whole thing about like no mercy, Cobra Kai style, man, it's kind of true, man. If you have mercy for somebody just because they're smaller or weaker than you, and they're starting a fight, or it's like a tournament, or kick your fucking ass if they know what they're doing. You can't give them the opportunity. But yeah, I think two people that I felt kind of awkward about fighting, even in the sense of traditional training, was a guy named Kat, and he was in New Mexico. He was a Kempo fighter, and a Krav Maga girl that was trying to do a sparring session. So they have these circle sessions in Krav Maga, and you have to like try to practice on the grab, pull, hold. Okay, grab, pull, hold is like basically the setup for it. And for that, and there's something similar in jiu-jitsu as well, the same type of similar sparring session. And so this girl was like small enough to me to where I was like, okay, no bullshit martial arts is going to have her get me on this ground and hurt me. Like, I'm fucking 100, like, not 100, like 60 pounds bigger than her in US. There's just no goddamn way she's going to do this. And she yanked me so fucking hard, dude. I felt the wind leave my lungs. I was like, and then, so I guess that counts, right? But like I said, it's just sparring. We're just dicking around, you know? And if I was in an actual fight and I wanted to fucking hurt her, nah, she wouldn't have. I could already tell. There's no way. Because we did it again and I won. So, because I took her seriously after that. So we did 3 rounds. She won the first. I won this other 2. And then with Kat won 2. But like I said, I went to traditional martial arts to like ruled martial arts again, and this is, I think I was like 17 or 18 when I would spar with this guy, and on our actual one that mattered as in like a sparring thing, what ended up happening is I caught his leg, and my first instinct was to slam as hard as I could down on the knee, okay, just, you know, and obviously you're not allowed to do that, so I sat there fucking thinking, like, what do I do? So he just closed the gap and started punching me on the top of the head, and so then I just pushed him off of me, and then I'm thinking here, like, how the fuck do I like fight without like destroying somebody? How do I just fight to get points? Like, it was actually like something I didn't know how to do. And so he just kicked me and tapped me. And this whole time I'm trying to think, like, what do I do that's not like gonna like really really hurt a guy that I'm just trying to score points on? And then yeah. And then the last round I just said fuck it. And so I just started throwing punches and elbows and jabs. And I got like 1 warning contact for the temple on him. And that was it, but I won that one. And then I think like 6 months later we fought, and that was like ground stuff, and then also more like top contact, and I won that time 2-1. So the first time he got me, and that was just because I wasn't even, like I said, it's just went from real fights to like scoring points. It's really different. And that's why I said, like, if I were to enter MMA right now, I'd probably get steamrolled by the guy, because I don't know how to like fucking fight somebody without breaking arms and bones and shit, because I took really all the street fight principles out of every martial arts I ever studied. And when you're studying for street fight stuff, it's not about, you know, winning a tournament or winning points. It's about making sure the guy can't get up again and fight you. And so that's what I practiced on, you know, as fucked up as it sounds. And so that's what I'm good at. And, you know, like, again, though, you know, even if, you know, it's a lot of money. That's why a lot of people think about it, right? And want to do it. And, I mean, you know, people give a lot of shit for, what's his face, that Floyd Mayweather, you know, because he's really not won too many fights by knockout. He's just that guy that dances around the arena and is like, oh, you can't get me. And then he just, like, scores a couple points on somebody. And a lot of people hate that, right? But for me, that's smart, right? He's playing the game. He's playing boxing in a very smart way. He's staying away from long-term professional injuries, and he's dancing around the opponent. He's getting them points. That's what matters in a sport, right? So, you know, if I knew I'd be like a fighter like that, then yeah, of course I would be like, all right, fuck it, I'll just like use my brain constantly like I do in a street fight. But I don't know, man. Old habits. You know, I've always told myself like I'm not gonna go overboard in the next fight. And then if it does happen, I always go overboard. I always end up in cuffs. I always end up getting in trouble. You know, usually this doesn't end up in going to jail. Usually they cuff you for like, you know, 10 minutes. They ask what happened. Both people were in a fight and they say, all right, you fuckers, go home. Like, especially in America, because they know like a mutual fight is not, you know, aggravated assault. It's much different. And so as long as it's a fight that two people were kind of starting with each other, most of the time you just go home in America. Not in Japan, I've heard. Luckily, the people aren't aggressive here. I've not really had to deal with anything. The most aggressive person I know is my damn wife. And if that bitch just steps over the line, I'm just going to leave her ass. I'm joking. I love her. She's sweet, but yeah, she's a little bit of a bitch, right? Yeah. She's nice. She's fun and dandy. But whatever, you know. But yeah, with real people, man, I just want to be left the fuck alone. I don't like people trying to always start shit with me, but it always happens, so I guess I can't really do anything about it, but... I would actually... I don't know, man. I'm watching too much fucking Cobra Kai. I almost want to make, like, fucking videos online and, like, show people how to, like, really win fucking fights, especially people... Because remember, one thing I was watching, you know, the anime Baki, and it did bring up a really good point. Okay, so people like me who are naturally a little bit stronger and a little bit taller, we benefit more from martial arts, and so it's really hard to beat somebody who's smart and big and strong in martial arts, right? Because we know how to fucking break your bones and shit, but we can do it with like tenth the effort, okay? But martial arts was primarily invented for the weak, right? The people that couldn't defend themselves against the strong. And it really seems weird, but if you go on martial arts and you try to look up ways to like defend yourself, like a big portion of it is just like stage bullshit, right? Even the stuff that's like YouTube trending, it's like it's stuff that really only works sometimes, and if there's a really considerable skill or size difference, it's not working because it's a predictable move that can be guarded against. Certain things like causing nerve damage and breaking certain, you know, like break points on the arm, stress points on the arm and torso, you know, that shit's, doesn't matter who the fuck you are, you're not really defending against that. Now, maybe people don't really teach that commonly because obviously it is something that like they don't want people going around breaking people's fucking bones and limbs all the time and causing permanent nerve damage. But you know, I mean, it's something though. Like, you know, if you're in a fight to like survive, and there's some dude who's like legitimately trying to fucking like hurt you or hurt your family, or they're really pushing over some boundaries, I think it's completely okay to like push it to whoever how like I met one other friend of mine, and he was like ex-Marines, this workmate, his name was Steve, old, like not old but kind of like, you know, 60s, you know, old school black dude, and you know, not like ghetto in any sense, but just kind of like I considered really just old school tough. And you know, he always said like he'd have been lucky he'd never been to prison. But like he said, if he was ever in a fight that required it, he'd rather be in prison than dead, right? And I mean, I think it's a fucked up nihilistic view, but it's a true view. I would much rather be in prison than dead. I don't want, you know, how many times, if any of you guys ever go on like the Crazy Shit website or Best Score or any of the really fucked up websites, and you guys see people that literally like get in a fight with somebody, and there's that guy that doesn't stop the curb stomp, you know, after one or two hits, he keeps doing it for fucking 5 minutes straight, and the guy's having seizures and his head is cracked open and he's still doing it, and then he dies. Like, there are people like that like I've never, even gone close to doing it that much. Like the head pound thing on Quest, that was like 3 or 4 times max. I stopped because I knew that if I started cracking his head, if I kept doing it, I was gonna like cause permanent brain damage. I could kill him, right? Because that's not something you take lightly when you do a ground pound on someone's head, and especially on the back like that, right? And so, like I always know there's like a certain boundary thing that I can't cross, because if you cross it, something's gonna happen. You can never take it back, right? But some people aren't like that. Some people, man, they will completely get wasted into their anger. They won't stop until you're not moving anymore or you're dead, or usually coincide with each other. And then they're in for murder and you're dead and now your family misses you. I would rather have my family pissed at me and have a bunch of prosecutors saying, dude, you fucking beat this guy into oblivion. How dare you? Well, you never know what the other guy might have done to me if he had the chance. At least I know I was willing to stop when he was unconscious, right? Or when I knew he couldn't fight anymore. And so that's kind of the reason I am so aggressive in a fight. And I don't mean like wailing at you. I'm actually one of those dudes I'll put into stance and I'll wait for you. Because, actually, interestingly enough, I'm going to totally okay, we're going to end it after this. So I'm going to get to Sutton, okay? And I'm going to talk two more seconds about this, all right? And then we're going to end the stream. But if you do watch Cobra Kai, okay, one thing that is true about Miyagi-Do, which I think is the whole point of this series, is both principles have truth to them. So, if you're in a real fight and the person is not this close to you, you're actually at a very great advantage if you wait for them to attack. Because what happens is you have a reaction timer in your head, and you have a certain amount of time that's needed for you to move your limb, right? But if you were to say, okay, I can move my arm, okay, so I'm going to do this just out of point, but okay, so, oh shit. All right, let's pretend I'm standing like this, right? And I'm trying to have like a decent form. So I have a hand low, ready to block, kicks, my knee up, anything that will help give me a little bit of protection on my chest. I got my legs, and I have a light balance on my back foot, so it can be used to guard or kick, right? But I have this hand kind of high, so it can slap. Because remember, I can move my head, so I can avoid hits that are in, right? And I have this to avoid hits that are out, okay? So this can move, still have a guard up. I can literally use my own arm as like a pole, kind of like an avoidance pole. And then my elbow can drop and help guard kidney shots. So this is actually, it's deceivingly a very good stance, okay, like this. Okay. Now, if someone is like this close and their head's like here and they headbutt, okay, let's time it. I can't do it. They would headbutt me before I could block. Now, if they're standing like this close and their arm is maybe like, their shoulder is like here, okay, and they're doing like a quick jab, unless I'm moving both my hand and my head at the same time, I might not be able to block it. They're still too close. But once they've gained to the point to where they're at this table right here, okay, or they're at the webcam and that's where their head is, I'm at a huge advantage by being defense. Because I can turn whatever their attack was and I can use it as a grapple to hold their arm or their body part and then leverage them into an attack. So if they go with the arm, right, I can use it to go for a grab, right, and then as I pull, I wrap my wrist around, here's their arm, that gives me some friction on the arm and I can leverage them lower, trap them with my arm if I want, okay, so the arm's here, I'm pulling it down, leveraging it, grabbing it, and then pow, I can throw a knee right into their face. Or, we can just simply throw a block into a jab or a chop into their neck. Or I can find the initiation of them throwing up a leg to kick, and I can turn that into a knee into their groin or hitting them somewhere where it's going to be very unpleasant. And then I can use that to go into a more brutal approach if I need to, if it looks like the fight's going to escalate, unless I end it with a complete, dominance, okay? And so that's why having a distance, very important. And being defensive is very important if you are trying to maintain that distance. Because the minute you go offensive and there's the distance between you, they have time to react, and then you're not at as much of an advantage as you think by being offensive. And so Miyagi-Do, no, I'm joking, so the whole Mr. Miyagi Karate Kid approach is very important actually in that type of fighting, because you want to take advantage of the reaction time delay between their fist and your face. But if you're really close, or their back's turned, or anything that's more than, strike hard, strike first. Because as long as you can get that stun effect, where you've shell-shocked the person because they don't know how to react to the second incoming wave, then you can dominate the fight very easily that way. And if anyone's ever wondering why I'm talking about how I don't put up with shit, and I've talked about police abuse, I got my face smacked into fucking gravel when I was 16 once for that thing with Aaron, and really minor shit. It's because cops are very different than normal people. Okay, cops, I don't think that I would lose a fight to a cop, but they have backup, right? They have a little walkie-talkie. If they get 1 second to say they need help, 20 people show up with guns and tasers and pepper spray and dogs. It's sheer numbers. You can't beat numbers, and I know that. I'm not a dumb person. So people that try to start fights with cops blow my mind, because even if you beat that one cop, 20 more are going to show up. People with riot shields could show up. People in assault gear could show up with fucking automatic rifles. So unless you got the numbers and the equipment to match, I don't know why people try to fight cops and they get all aggressive with them. You're not going to win. Even if you were the best fighter in the world, and you could take 100 people charging at you at once, unless those 100 people could be having tactical gear and batons and fucking guns and shit, and you could still somehow beat them like Yojiro Henma, then no, there's no way. Just stop, because you're not going to ever beat the numbers game that police officers can get. Or gangs, right? Now, you can take a fight with maybe 5 or 6 people unarmed, or maybe armed with chains and guns or some shit out of a karate movie, but the minute even one of those 6 people have a gun, you're much better to, I've only ever had a gun drawn on me one time. It was during a robbery attempt. And the way that I was able to get out of that was I used the guy's partner, because they never do that in twos. So I really quickly just did not quite a palm hit, but also a push on the guy's head. So I smacked the guy's arm like this, another push, and I brought the other arm straight to his face and smacked push. And while I was pulling him, I grabbed the friend by his sweater, because he had it was one of those zip up ones where it had the collar, not necessarily hood. So I was able to grab it by the scruff and by the bottom, and I just log through the dude at him, kind of. Okay? And so the guy just got pushed on the ground by the fucking throat and by the shoulder, and so he's a little stunned, and then his friend is literally lobbed on top of him. And so it's going to take them 5 or 6 seconds to orient themselves after that. And if I'm doing a tactical retreat, they ain't going to really find me easily to go finish the job and shoot me in the head. And that was in Inglewood. And then I've also had other times where I've not taken a fight. I was sitting there breaking up with a girlfriend in California by Imperial Highway. And I had these 2 teenagers, man, 2 black teenagers. They showed up, put a gun to my head, and they said, "Give me your shit, bitch." And I went, "Yes, sir." And I just gave them the shit, and just let them do whatever. Because, like I said, it's distance. Even though being closer is better, there's 2 fucking people. I didn't know if the other guy had a gun. It's broad fucking daylight. And I was just not in the fucking mood to put up with more shit because my girlfriend Emily was trying to break up with me. So I just gave him the shit. It wasn't really worth a fight, It was a fucking laptop that was already breaking and a fucking phone that my parents hadn't replaced in 5 years. I wasn't too broken up about it. And then the other time I didn't put up a fight during a robbery was kind of recent, actually, about 3 years ago. And this was after my probation, okay? So this is important to mention. And these guys had a taser and a knife, and they took $50 from me. They thought I had a lot more, but I was really smart. I put the money away because I knew I thought there were some people following me. So I ditched the money in the store. I went into the bathroom at at a burger place. What was it called? Fat Sal's. Oh, it's like a sub place actually. And so I took my money that I made for the day and I shoved it way up into the toilet thing, and then I went out. So I just made it look like I was going to the bathroom, but I kept like $50 on me just in case I was being too paranoid. Sure enough, they robbed me. You know, I used somebody's phone. I called the fucking cops, got back, got my stash out of the bathroom, and I was good. And so if it would have been like the full $300-400, I might have been willing to risk my probation and shit for that, because like, you know, that's rent money at that point for me, because I think I was like 3 or 4 days away from rent, so it was really important to me that I was able to make keep the money that I made, at least most of it. But I knew if I had no money on me when they tried to rob me, they wouldn't believe me, and it would just get force escalated. It's like one of those things, like, you got to understand the mentality of someone trying to rob. They want something, but they don't have any expectation of what they're going to end up getting. So as long as they get something and they think that's all you have, or that's all that's on your person, they're going to leave you the fuck alone. And unless they're going to try some crazy fucking, you know, what is that called, die hard shit and take over an entire building hostage just to get another $200 with a gun, probably, you know, they're probably just going to go home, right? So I took advantage of like that logical fallacy that robbers have. And yeah, I didn't fight that. I yelled at him and I chased him afterwards, but it was like one of those things where like, again, man, it just wasn't the fucking day for me. And I was just like, nah, dude, this isn't worth it. I'd rather just go ditch the money off in a bathroom and then, you know, fucking yell at him later, you know. And of course the cops are fucking useless. And then, like, again, that's why I take things in my own hand. That's why, like, I will immediately try to ground stomp somebody because of that. Like, you know how many times I asked for principal's help, I asked for teacher's help, I asked for cops' help. Nothing was ever fucking done, dude. My stepdad was so abusive that I showed up with, like, literally body bruises and, like, a cracked arm, okay? And they investigated him for, like, 2 fucking days and said, oh, no, he fell off of a bike. Not even joking. And they believed the shit and they just let him go. So I have this idea that, like, somehow nobody but me will ever get caught for what they do, and I don't care anymore. Like, if I get caught, I get caught, then fuck you. You know, I'd rather, like I said, I'd rather be in jail than dead. So luckily, I don't have to put up with that in Japan. So I guess that's it for today's really weird discussion. But yeah, I guess you guys didn't know I had that side to me. But yeah, I have a pretty psycho rage side to me. But it usually doesn't come out, man. But it just kind of, I don't know, put on my mind. Maybe because of the show. I don't know. But, you know, in that movie, in the Cobra Kai, you kind of glorify it. All these badasses get a fight, and then the next home they're in their dojo, and it's like, no, dude. Every bar fight I've ever been in, every fight, even if I don't break the guy's bones, I always end up in jail afterwards, even if it's just for a night. Or at least handcuffed. I shouldn't say jail, handcuffed. And so the fact that these guys are in the Cobra Kai, and I've seen 2 seasons of the guy getting in bar fights sometimes and kicking the shit out of people, literally like breaking their jaw, almost, like, who know certain hits are gonna break bones if you know real martial arts. And it's like, and then he just goes home and he's fine. The next day it's like, nah, dude, that's not how they fucking do it. Especially if you break someone's bone, they're gonna put you in jail. And it's just whatever, you know. Obviously, that wouldn't make for a very good show, but it kind of brings up some weird emotions for me when I watch that shit. And I just see how, like, the unrealistic response. I wish life was that easy. I wish somebody could sit there and tell you to go fuck your mother, and that they were gonna go, like, you know, they'll go fucking put you in a coma, and then you could go literally curb stomp them and just be okay the next day. But it's not how it works. You know, this society was built by pussies that run their fucking mouths. You know, any tough person I actually know, they don't sit and they to people. Now, I am I'm complaining indirectly, but that's because, like I said, maybe that's why people think they can bully me, because they don't think I'm tough, because I do a little bit run my mouth. But I don't know, I guess because I was mostly raised by my mother, because my stepdad, he spent most of his time at fucking work. And yeah, he was abusive when he was there, but it wasn't a whole lot, you know. And so I mostly, like, my main influence was a pretty woman that anytime she was angry, she just, and people gave her what she wanted. So if she complained hard enough, long enough, people gave in and said, okay, pretty girl, get this. You have your car, you have this. And it doesn't work for men, you know. And so now it makes people think I'm an easy target or I'm weak. I don't know what it is. But it's annoying. But what you gonna do? But I mean, I've been in some gym fights, like not like you know, padded and stuff, and those are kind of fun. But I'll be honest, dude. I haven't really had too much of a challenge. Like, I haven't even had it to where like I'm going home the next day and my face is like hurting, or like I feel too bruised. I've had a couple like sore chests and sore shoulders where I'm like impacting people's blocks and stuff. This can get really sore from that. But nothing like extreme. Usually the people that I talk to afterwards, they're like, I'm still sore, dude. You fucked me up good, you know. So it's kind of boring. It's not as much. I mean, obviously, if I were to say I wanted to bike Mike Tyson, I'm pretty sure I'd get fucking dominated. Or if I said I wanted to street fight Bruce Lee, but there's not a whole lot of people like that in the world. So, and even then, you know, it really depends because you don't actually know until you try. That's why a lot of fighters have really big egos, because they realize sometimes these people that are really big and tough looking and the people that have good records, they just fight in just their different kind of way than you, that you actually have a really unnatural advantage against them, and that even though they're super tough, they just don't really fight in your rhythm, and so you end up completely dominating them. You know, we've seen plenty of fights like that. That's why Chuck the Iceman Liddell was so popular in MMA for a while, because he was a very unconventional, like, math teacher, white guy fighter, and he took on some of the biggest people and just dominated them because they just didn't know how to react to this, because they were always expecting, oh, straight to the ground, and then this guy would get them to the ground, dominate, and then go right back up. He was like, no, let's get on our feet. And he fucked up so many people because they weren't expecting how to fucking deal with this. You know, they're expecting, oh, I'm going to go for a head, he's going to go for a choke. Oh, God, he's up on the ground. Oh, God, he's punching me in the face. Oh, shit, I'm going to try tackling again. Oh, shit, I'm getting pounded in the face while I'm trying to do this. Fuck. He's not trying to tackle back, you know, which was like the conventional MMA back then. You know, this is like more than 10 years ago. And so it's just like, that's why unconventional fighters sometimes do a lot better than they think. So, you know, who knows, maybe in an unconventional fight, me and Mike Tyson, he's old, maybe. No, I'm joking. We'll see. I'm not challenging you, buddy. I'm just saying, you know, you never know. But I mean, the guy's fucking ripped. He does a lot more muscle stuff, so like, it's pretty obvious that if you got in a real fight with Mike Tyson, you'd have to go straight for the vitals, man, or that guy's gonna fucking destroy you. He's got a lot of arm power still. I've watched his training videos on YouTube. All right, I'm done talking about weird shit and turning this into like my fight history stream. I probably won't ever try to do this again. But yeah. My God, all right, whatever. You know, I don't even remember the name of this kid that I kicked. I don't even remember a kid, but the man that was my age. I don't know why I say kid, because, you know, like, they're kid. Like, that's a way of, like, calling someone pathetic. Oh, you're just a fucking kid. But he's, like, a year younger than me, this kid I beat up 4 years ago. But, I don't remember his name anymore. He's just this wannabe fucking actor piece of shit. You know, fucking skater, wannabe actor, motherfucker. Stalked the shit out of my social media and stuff before this ever happened. And, like I said, physically fucking harassed me. Alright, well, whatever. Okay, so, I hope you guys enjoyed this really unconventional video. I'm gonna change the title and say, and fight history. This is weird. I don't know why I talk about this weird shit. Alright, I'll see you guys the next time, and if you guys enjoy the video, you know, obviously, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.